Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for the week beginning Monday, the 9th of May, 2016, ending Friday the 13th of all days. Hope you had a good trading week this last week. Let's take a look at what's going on in the futures market and the stock market. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the S&P and futures form, the proper way to look at the market. You can see the 13 sell signal that we had and the perfect use of the risk line, and now we're rolling over. That's a great momentum signal right there. So far working. So let's see if it continues. We still could get some acceleration to the downside. Volume was a little better this week. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's go through some of the main things we watched. 13 sell signal, as we said last week, on crude oil. Was down a couple days now, back up 32 cents to 44.65. Gold up $18.60. S&P cash index up 6.5 points on Friday. The NDX Nasdaq 100 up 20.69. SOX up 0.69. Biotech's down 36.36. Now sitting on that static trend line from the last 9-bar move up. VIX dropped $1.19 to 14.72 on Friday, and the trend finally got a low close at 0.94 after having three pretty big ones in a row, which brought the 10-day moving average all the way up to 1.26. Nasdaq volume 1.7. This week was a little bit tighter. The prior week we started out really low with the bank holiday at 1.45, and then jumped up to 1.6, 1.7, almost 2, and over 2. And this week we started out at about 1.7, and they were all within about 500 million shares of that. So pretty close to the same volume almost every day. Friday, advanced decline ratio was plus 293 on the NASDAQ, plus 886 on the New York Better Bet there. Google up $10.47, curling back up off the lows. Amazon swept the lows of the year. We had a little winning trade there, and then came back, did not close at a new, it is a new closing low, but it wasn't a new low price for the year anyways. Amazon up 14.86. Look at that thing. Wow. Netflix gained $1.47. All right, let's look at the intraday futures. Let's go to the 10-minute candle so we can see the whole week and just see what happened last week. So Monday, pretty much a flat opening, drifted higher all day. Flat in the morning, drifted higher all day. Tuesday, the big gap down, sold off, came back over lunch, kind of just drifted, closed right about where we opened. Wednesday, gap down, tried to head up to fill the gap, failed within about 20 minutes, and that was it. That was pretty much the range for the day. Closed about where it opened. Thursday, gapped up a little, filled that gap. So we still haven't filled the gaps from Tuesday going in, Monday going into Tuesday, or Tuesday going into Wednesday. On Thursday, we gap up a little. We did fill that. On Friday, gap down, big futures winners for us on Friday on the quick gap fill. That was a big move. Rolled over, tried to retest the lows, held it, and then kind of curled back up and made its way back up over the course of the rest of the day. NASDAQ side, pretty much the same story. Note the 13 sell signal Monday right at the top of the week. That's pretty impressive. So you got the flat opening and then the crawl upwards in the afternoon. Tuesday gap down, didn't fill. Wednesday gap down, didn't fill, closed flat from where you opened. Thursday, pretty boring. Friday, a little more interest in the afternoon, I guess. All right, so we have, what do we have to look forward to this week? Let's take a look at the data. And, it is, oops, sorry about that. It is not options expiration. So options expiration is late this month. Well, it's the third Friday still, but it's been the 20th, the last possible day almost that it could be. So at any rate, Monday, no data here in the U.S. Tuesday, results, job openings, and wholesale inventories, both 30 minutes into the market. Wednesday, MBA mortgage index, crude oil inventories, treasury budget in the afternoon. Thursday, the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims, import-export prices, natty gas. Friday, PPI, retail sales, business inventories, Michigan sentiment. So there is quite a bit of data. I wouldn't call any of it hugely significant. There's no Fed meeting. We're really past most of earnings, that type of stuff. So it's just a straightforward trading week. Hopefully it's good. Better than we've seen. I didn't really love this last week. Friday morning obviously made up for it a bit with the futures, and I think there was one other day was all right, but it hasn't been that exciting, and we would like to see some excitement come back. So hopefully just a good, solid trading week. No reason you can't have that in the middle of May like we are. And that'll be it. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal 12. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We'll help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.